Welcome back, guys. This is Substance TV. I will be doing my honest review on the movie titled Hearts in Motion, showing on Uchenna Mbunabo's TV on YouTube. And I think I have grown to identify an Mbunabo's project when I see one. So, this movie was directed by Tisa Nnachi, and she's as well the executive producer of this film. This film tells the story of how a young lady was knocked down by a car owned by a very rich guy. The guy rushes her to the hospital for treatment and he's asked to take care of her until she gets better. Now, this lady in question started living with this guy in his house. She was still battling with the whole thing that happened to her. She was having PTSD, and the guy had to take care of this girl in his apartment. He actually treated her nicely. She hardly talked, she hardly communicated. So it was literally difficult for, them to progress in terms of getting better or getting treated because she was keeping mute, proving difficult. But along the line, this lady began to open up, she began to talk, and she told the man about her family, what she was going through, and everything that life had brought to her, the whole pains. So they became friends, and the next thing is to fall in love. They became lovers, and that was how the movie ended. Now, this movie is the usual Nollywood story, the usual Nollywood content. We are familiar with this content. It is not a new content at all. I think this is the point where I say I am literally exhausted with storylines like this, with content like this. It's actually very much frustrating when you watch a repeated movie and there's no sense of creativity in the story. The only difference is in the actors. We have different actors doing this particular thing. For me, what I liked about this film was the acting. The movie features the actors Dike, Bimbo, Ademoye, Teniola, Aladese, and others. Now, these are the lead characters in this film. Bimbo Ademoye played a girl who was knocked down, by the vehicle, and she had to stay with this rich guy in his house to be taken care of properly. Yeah. So she actually pulled a good performance in this film. Though I didn't enjoy her character here, maybe because of the particular character she filmed. We have her in this, sober aspect, and we have her in that light mood, where she was bright enough. We saw her for who she really was, but I didn't get enough of Bimbo in this film, okay? Though she was good, but I still didn't feel her in the movie. I didn't feel Bimbo here. Yeah, so that's about that. We have Dike. Dike played the character Declan. So he was this rich guy that knocked this beautiful lady, down on the street. And he was a very cool, kind guy, soft-hearted guy, that treated this lady nicely. He was patient, he was caring, he was nice to her. Eso pulled a very beautiful performance in this movie. I think I loved Eso here. Eso was actually gentle in his character. Obviously, I understood his character here and he delivered for me very well. He was amazing. And I love that I saw Eso Dike in this calm and collected character. Wow. He actually pulled that well. I think I still love that playboy, flirtatious Dike. Dike is literally built for that. Okay, in movies. Okay, I love him. In such characters in movie, and I think he actually suits that role of a playboy well. His character here as a very calm, good boy was actually amazing. I equally loved it. It was a good one for Dike in this film. I loved it here. Yes, we have Teniola Aladese. She played the character Ivy. She was Eso's girlfriend here, and her character here is that of a lady who is bossy and belittling, and Teniola actually pulls that character well. She was good. Yes, I think she had the right attitude and the right reactions for that character. She was amazing. So overall, the acting was good. All the supporting actors literally tried. I wasn't really feeling them in the movie, but they tried. Yeah. What I liked about this movie is the cinematography. Yeah, we had a very good camera quality, good picture quality, and that was nice. Yeah. The directing was equally okay. It was okay, but the movie felt a bit dragged. Yes, it felt a bit dragged. Now, this is what I didn't like about the film that I think was the problem. One, the movie lacked character build up. So, we have the point where Eso fell in love with Bimbo, and the feeling was mutual for Bimbo. Now, my question is, where did the feelings come from? Where did the love come from? How come? Like, there was no emotional impact at all. The emotional impact was zero. There was no point of them falling in love because nothing was felt at all. No emotions, no feelings. We couldn't even resonate with them. It wasn't even looking real. At that point, love was not even their own priority in this film. They shouldn't have even fallen in love. And also, the relationship between Eso and Teniola felt very empty. No attraction, no connection. It just felt like two people living together talking. There was not character build up. We couldn't even feel these people in the film. It was just as if, he caring for the girl he actually put in that condition. That was just about it. There was nothing to spice up this film. The film felt rather empty. No emotions, no character build up, nothing tingling about these people here. So that's that. What I didn't like about this film again is the scene or the point where we have, Tenny's character friend coming into the house, giving her advice, and then her role just ended like that. Like, what was the point of that lady in the film? Because I don't think she had anything reasonable to do in this film. She was just there for show off. There was nothing about her character that was needed in this film. It felt rather unimportant. That in the film was very much unnecessary. The entire storyline of this movie is to be questioned. Now we have the character Nora played by Bimbo Ademoye. This lady told her story to Aso's character about, where she was going to before she was knocked down. Apparently, she had lost her mother just immediately and she was rushing to the pharmacy to unleash her anger on them after delaying her, which made her mother actually die because she could not provide the medicine on time. Now, the accident happened, this girl regained consciousness, she got herself back. Why didn't we get to see Nora's story? That should be an important part of the movie that we should have seen, but there was nothing. It was skipped. Why should you have skipped such important parts in the film? Like, there were a lot of questionable scenes in this film, and I asked myself, like, what were they actually shooting in this film? Like, what? So guys, that's literally about what I didn't like about the film. This movie has a lot of loopholes and it feels so empty. I'm gonna rate this movie a 1/10. Yes, and this movie actually failed it. It did. So guys, if you haven't seen Heart in Motion, you can go check it out on Uchenna Mbunabos TV on YouTube. Thank you so very much guys for watching. Please do also like and subscribe to the channel at Substance TV. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.